Hey guys, Xavier from XavTalks here. No time wasting, let's jump straight into episode 2 of Dragon Ball Daima titled Glorio. If last episode set the tone, this episode kept the tone. I will say though, in terms of where it was released, it obviously was on Crunchyroll first, but today was also the release of Daima on Netflix. But Netflix only has the first episode, deciding to push the second episode until October 25th, next Friday. I don't get it. Some shows premiere with a 2-episode release. Why delay the Japanese version of this episode? Whatever. Anyways, we end up finding out that Shenlong gives 3 wishes to regulars and newcomers only get 1. This is Toriyama essentially telling you that the extra wishes and buffs to Shenlong is a direct result of Goku's pure actions and their effect on the world around him, really enforcing why the Dragon Balls are still around because of people like Son Goku. Speaking of people like Goku, I'm not sure if this was intentional, but the first thing Krillin sees is 2 Saiyans crash landing down to Earth. If this was on purpose, wow, the imagery in this show was extremely thought through. We then get everyone reacting to being turned into first graders. But before I expand on that, the music here is amazing. It starts extremely, I would say, akin to John Williams, but it's actually more reminiscent of Gustav Holst's work, of which is responsible for the intro and outro of these reviews. Keep in mind, Holst is who inspired not only John Williams, but film/TV scoring in general around the world. Here, listen to the music in this scene and Venus, the second number to the planets, a 7-part piece he composed between 1914 and 1917. Even if not directly being referenced, it is the first thing that my mind went to when I heard that track. We then cut to the opening for the show, XavGmng, probably pronouncing that awfully. But honestly, in terms of the song, I don't really have much to say. The song's good, but I have to feel it out more as the show progresses. The animation in this opening was stellar though, really cool. Goma is upset that he couldn't get his 3 wishes and regrets not just wishing for the evil third eye, something I think will definitely be expanded on in the upcoming episode. It's also explained that Neva cannot auto-gather the Dragon Balls twice, but I suspect he's hiding his true power. Anyways, they steal Baby Grogu, Baby Dende, and head off. With the gang now being kids, they take time to make gags that are all perfect for their characters. Bulma's excited at how young she looked. This is hilarious because this is what would inspire her to wish herself to appear younger in both Dragon Ball Super Broly and Dragon Ball Super Hero. So just adding on to that gag. Krillin does the same face as when he was young, with Vegeta does the same face in reaction to seeing Mr. Satan. Goku didn't even recognize Muten Roshi either, who's suspiciously looking like a bald mob. I don't know, you guess, it's a coin toss. They cleverly move the plot along while also having the characters still react to their sudden change, and staying in character. Shin tells Goku that both he and Kibito sense an unpleasant presence at the temple. Goku is ready to bounce and he tries to fly, but he can't. Muten Roshi explains that they need to get used to the balance of their new young self. The master always emphasizing balance, mindfulness. Now that entire scene I just described, and even the rest of the episode, was so clever with the characterization. Shin is always on his tippy toes and wanting to act quickly. That's been true since the Buu arc and him helping mortals in the first place. He wants Goku to go play superhero and save the day, but Goku has nothing on his mind other than the battle, which is why he's so ready to chase it, always with pure intention. But he is not a hero. Like Toriyama has said in the past, Goku is not necessarily a good person. His eye is always on the fight, but because he practices Budo, martial arts, and is pure of heart, he's balanced, selfless selfishness. Also, Roshi doing a similar staff demonstration to Goku later in the episode is an awesome subtle touch. Shin, Kibito, and Goku learn from Popo, sporting horns, that Baby Dende was kidnapped, and we also learn that Piccolo's knowledge is more deep than we knew. He knows of Neva, who was the legendary Namekian who stayed in the demon realm to protect the Dragon Balls there. But also, the only way to get in and out of the Demon Realm as they are is direct access via a ship from the Demon Realm. It turns out Shin actually came to Universe 7 on a suspiciously Namekian looking ship, but I think it'll be the reversal where everything Namekian is actually demon themed and demon inspired. And I say this because if we look at all of the art of the Demon Realm and all of the architecture there, or at least most of it, it resembles Namekian architecture. Like it looks like the same building. But I think he implied that he is from the Demon Realm, something not only I said in my last video, but several others have guessed as well. Bulma starts to fix the ship along with the quick visual glance of Glorio's ship, not a spaceship, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I love the part with Goku and Piccolo bantering, both still not used to flying. Then the gag of Bulma bossing around Kibito like a delivery man. As they wait, Goku is the only one physically training his body to get used to it, his sense of range being off. He then meets with Master Korn to retrieve the Nyoibo, but Muten Roshi was using it as a clothing line. Notably, while clearly not being 100% used to flying, he is comfortable enough to not use the Kinto-un. Goku goes back, shows off his Nyoibo, pointing it at Piccolo, something Piccolo Daima would have been very familiar with, and him and Bulma reminisce over the Nyoibo, but she was disappointed with what became of it. Kibito finally stands up to Bulma as she requests something else from him, but he's immediately interrupted by Daima lore dump. So Piccolo has no memory of the Demon Realm, as that was far before his time and most of the Namekians' time, but he has heard of it, probably through Nail and possibly Kami, who was in the god hierarchy. The place where these prehistoric demon Namekians live was apparently nice, and apparently it's this, possibly, it's my guess, but he says the Namekians left the realm because they don't like to be ruled. Glorio then appears, which Piccolo notes he doesn't sense any strong malice, but he's not completely sure because he's not used to his new body. But anyway, Glorio asks Goku to join him in the Demon Realm to defeat King Goma, as requested by someone unknown. Goma is said to be very powerful and crafty. Shin asked if it was a request from the king of the third demon world, and it seems he knows a lot more than he is saying now. He is also motivated to join Goku and Glorio as he feels his brother Degasu is involved, of which he knows Degasu is his brother. I wonder if he knows about Dr. Irinsu as well. Vegeta tries to join as well, but he and Piccolo, I assume, will go when Bulma finishes the ship repairs, and the episode ends with the ship leaving. This episode was great characterization, great music, great visuals, and little if nothing to really complain about. If I had something to complain about, Piccolo got a busted nose after landing on a tree, but Goku and Vegeta fall from where airplanes usually fly, and they don't have a scratch on them, but that's low-key just a nitpick. Daima hopefully will be the gift that keeps giving. It seems like this adventure will only get better from here, and sounds exciting. With that, I'm out.